Our channel hit 5,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh! I seriously was watching the counter go up. So I have a huge giveaway for y'all today. Huge, like massive. There's going to be 100 winners. Check that, 100. 100 winners in this giveaway. So stay tuned all the way to the end and I will give you all of the details. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lining Up Ducks. If this is your first time with us, my name is Rachel, and I spent the last 5 years of my career as a budget analyst for a multi-million-dollar business. I love all things budgeting and small living. This is my very first time filming in the RV, and you can see we are not quite settled in yet, so I have no idea where to film, and so this is what you get this week. For this budgeting and cash stuffing video, I decided to do something a little bit different. I wanted you to see how I skeleton out our budget for the next month. So right now we're in the last week of September. I'm going to show you our October skeleton budget as to how I work that out before I know exactly how much money is going to be coming in. And I'm going to do our cash stuffing from our last paycheck in September because I'm running a little bit behind. Hey everybody. Okay, so I wanted to kind of show you how I budget before you see it, because a lot of times you see my finished product. So I'm going to go over October's budget with you even though it's the last week of September. So I'm still having technical difficulties in the RV. I'm having trouble with my printer, and thankfully I thought to print just a couple of pages of my budget before I left the apartment because I'm still trying to figure it out. But here's September's budget that we're going to do our cash stuffing off of. And then this is what I do for the following month. I keep usually it's just a piece of paper, but I had a budget printed out, so I used that. But I keep this in my notebook with a pencil, and I just write down budget notes for the next pay period. Like, I know that Scott wanted to start Hulu this time, and I thought it was going to be like $46, and it's actually going to be $54. And he likes to have Hulu during football season because the man cannot live without his Alabama football. It's going to be $27 per. So this is because we have not only fixed income, but we have variable income that comes in at different times. I can't do a whole bunch of budgets way in advance. Y'all, my 2-year-old is beating at the locked door to come in. Okay, the only steady, stable, we know when we're going to get it and how much it's going to be income that we have coming in is Scott's day job. And that is, I go ahead and budget as much of that ahead of time as I can. The other thing he does is he has National Guard, but that's a moving target. We never know when it's going to come in. If it's his drills at the end of the month, it may not come in till the following month. So I always try to guesstimate when his drill is going to come in, and this time I think it's going to come in week 2. So this is just a rough draft of what I should expect in October. Now, his day job income is significantly higher right now because the government is not taking payroll taxes out. Do not, I repeat, do not spend that money. So we're supposed to have $204 taken out every pay period for payroll taxes. You know, FICA, Medicare, Medicaid, those kind of things. Do not spend that money. Take that money, put it in another savings account, because we got an email from Scott's job, who is the government, mind you, that says basically this is an interest-free loan and we're going to have to start paying it back to the government starting January the 1st. We're taking that $204 that we would be sending to the government every pay period, and we're going ahead and putting it in a savings account. We are not touching it because we don't want our income to be short in January. So yes, they are giving us this money now, but we don't get to keep it. It's not a stimulus. It's not free money. We have to pay it back. Scott and I don't do debt, so we are setting it to the side. So when they call for their money back, we can just give it right to them without it affecting our budget. Scott is taking on a lot of extra duty this year for our savings goals and everything. So he's got not only drill, but he'll have a couple of travel days this month, and he'll have something called ILE. He's got a course that he's got to do for his next promotion. I don't know what my Etsy income is going to be. It's variable. It can range from $100 in a week to $10 to $400. So I always leave those blank. And then my YouTube income, I can pretty much look up what it's going to be based off of the traffic that I've had, but really this is a complete guess as well. So I think my YouTube income for the month of September, because my channel had a really big month in September, thank you very much, is going to be about $740 a month. This is our outline of October. We've got our tithing and school for the girls, and then this is a whole new set of bills for us. It's considerably different than when we were in the apartment. That's why I did everything in pencil this time, because there's going to be a whole lot of erasing and mistake fixing and all of that kind of stuff. But our lot rent for where we are, and that includes our utilities, for where we have the RV is $475. And then, like I said, Scott has to have Alabama football during football season. So got rid of Netflix, and we have Hulu now for a few months, just until the end of football season. And then we had to raise our cell phone. We're still trying to figure out internet, which is something we've got to figure out really quickly, because my job is heavily dependent on the internet. And so I raised our cell phone plans to unlimited, and then we have a hotspot, and hopefully that'll work. We live significantly farther from the girls' school now, so I had to raise our gas budget a good bit. So our gas budget is now $150 every 2 weeks, and I'm really hoping that's enough. We live closer to Scott's job, but way farther to the girls' school, and I have to go up there twice a day. Then our personal money, that is the same from last pay period. Our oops is the same, which is our, if you haven't seen my channel before, oops money is that money that you keep with you when you're cash budgeting, that if you don't have the correct envelope with you, you have your oops money, and then you reimburse your oops envelope when you get home. I'm putting our car insurance in our bills now, because we don't get any discount for paying it in a lump sum. So I'm just going to lump it into our monthly bills now that our monthly bills are lower. The little girls are in preschool right now, and I'm still not 100% sure that this is going to be the accurate amount. We're kind of trying to figure out what class Sophie needs to be in. Right now, they're in preschool 3 days a week, and that is allowing me to do these awesome videos for y'all. Then we have, this was an oops. No matter how well you plan and budget, sometimes you have an unexpected. Scott called me yesterday, and he says, hey, guess what? My bar dues are due. When are they due by? September 30th. Lovely. Well, I hadn't planned for them. Luckily, we have enough in our month ahead fund that it was no big deal. I can pay the bar dues, but I went ahead and put it in our October budget to reimburse the month ahead fund for that $150 that's coming out. Now, I've got a line item here for our giveaway for the shipping that's going to be for our giveaway. So we've got 100 winners in this giveaway that's happening during this video. So I'm estimating about $250 in shipping charges that are going to be that we're going to have for that particular giveaway. And then I just list out our cash envelopes as usual. The only cash envelopes that we have that are different this time is an RV renovation and organization cash envelope. I'm still trying to organize different things in the RV, and I have 1 or 2 more very small renovation projects that I want to do in our bedroom. So I'm having a very small line item budget in here just for a couple of months until I can kind of get the RV figured out. Like, I know I really need to organize the kitchen, but it's going to take living in it for a little while to see how to do it best. Okay, October, we're going to have a couple of new sinking funds as well. So we've got our car repairs, our life insurance, Scott's clothes, and Rachel's clothes. So you haven't seen a clothing budget for me or Scott in the last 8 months of our budgeting. And that's because when we were, super focused on saving for the RV, we cut out a lot of extras, and that was our clothing budget. So we've put that back in. It's $20 a pay period, and Scott's hilarious. He's told me to hide it from him because he ends up eating his money by eating out at work, and then he has no money for clothes. He has me hiding them. He doesn't even want to know what kind of envelope it's in. Then we have our Disney cruise, our RV repairs. So we are keeping an RV repair sinking fund. There are things that need to be fixed here and there. This is a 9-year-old RV, so things do break. We've had a couple of things that we've had to fix, a couple of leaks, and those were easily fixed, and we found a wonderful repairman that comes straight to us. So I've got an RV sinking fund, repair sinking fund there. Then we have Sophias Medical. Sophie's next surgery is scheduled for the end of October. October is going to be a crazy busy month for us. Not only does Scott have 2 weekends that he's away for drill and ILE, my niece is getting married, and then Sophie's got surgery as well. I think there's literally something every single weekend in October. It's absolutely insane. So we're trying to beef up Sophie's medical fund, and because we're going to have to pay for plane tickets and a hotel for several days because the Ronald McDonald House is still not accepting new families, which I completely understand because there are a lot of immune compromised children that stay at the Ronald McDonald House for a very long time. Then we have our gifts and birthday fund, Christmas, that is $100, which we beefed this up a little bit because we stopped our sinking funds during our move for a couple of pay periods just to kind of funnel everything we could towards the RV. So I've adjusted these amounts a little bit to kind of get those back to where they should be. You don't see the Halloween sinking fund in here because I finished that in September's budget so we can start making our Halloween costumes, even if I don't actually think we're going to get to go trick-or-treating this year, which makes me so sad. That's something the girls love to do. And then we have Scott's drill money for food. He has to eat out for food, so I give him extra food money for his drill weekends. And then our car tags. Another new line item you're going to see on our October budget is something in our debt snowball. So we got a lovely tax bill in the mail for an old business that we apparently forgot to file business privilege taxes for. No biggie, it happens, you make mistakes, we're just going to throw it into our budget and throw as much of our money as possible at it so we can get that cleared up. It should be, I think, about only $1,500. I've just got to get it. I don't have an amount here yet because I don't know exactly how much it's going to be. So I'm going to figure that out over the next week or so. And when I do our first October cash stuffing video, you'll see an amount right here. Here is where we're saving those payroll taxes that are coming out that we really aren't, that you're not supposed to spend. It's not free money. And then we need to save for new slide awnings for our RV. So there's awnings that cover the tops of the slides so they don't get water on the top of them. And that's going to be about $1,000 total. So to replace all 5 of them, which is a really great price, but that's $1,000 and not something we can just come up with at the drop of a hat. Okay, so this is how I do our budget ahead. And like I said, I do it in pencil. Usually it's just on a piece of paper where I'm writing notes about upcoming changes. Actually, I usually keep it right here in my notes right here of things that need to be changed. So when you see our first cash stuffing video for October, this will be complete and we will have a zero-based budget. All right, so now to cash stuffing for the last pay period of September. Because we get paid every 2 weeks, our pay periods move. So this, even though it's the last week of September that we're getting this money in our envelopes, it's really going to be our money for the first part of October. So I've got our envelopes and our cash laid out. The first cash envelope I have is my personal money. So it's going to be $60, $20, $40, $60. I like mine in cash. Scott likes his in an account. So you won't see me stuff his. That one's mine. Then we have our Oops Money. If you don't know what Oops Money is, check out this video that I've got linked here above. It explains Oops Money in detail. And that is $25 for me in my envelope and $25 for Scott. So $25 for Scott, and I will give him this to keep in his car, and then $25 for me. And hopefully that will be money left over at the end. Then we have our restaurant money. Now, I started filming this yesterday, and we ordered pizza last night. So I only have $10 left in my restaurant fund for this pay period. Normally it gets $50. The next one on the list is groceries. I also went grocery shopping yesterday, so we only have $150 of our $300 left. So 1, 20, 40, 50. We have this tiny little RV refrigerator, so I'm having to change my monthly meal planning and grocery shopping down to weekly, and I'm making the adjustment. So far, it's not so bad. All right, Boppy is next. 44 for Boppy. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a lot of brand new ones, so I'm expecting to make a mistake here. Hang on, it's 24. Oh, I can't count. 44, 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Y'all, I have been in a flare with my AS, and I can't even think. Like my hands, my legs, my back, it's all burning. And sometimes that really affects the way I speak and how I can think. Okay, so Maxie gets 50, 20, 40, 50. We've got to get her fixed. That's going to be on the savings list very, very soon. All right, family fun money is next. And we've got 40 in family fun. And I'm probably going to up that a little bit in upcoming months. Scott and I are going to sit down and plan our budget out for the next year in the month of October. So y'all will get to see that really soon. Kids' clothes. I had to buy the girls some light jackets and a couple things for school, so there's only 40 of this 80 left. 20, 40. And then school money, the girls get to pick lunch at school 1 day a week. So that's 5 and 6. Y'all, it's so funny how different your kids are. Danny Ann always adds 50 cents to hers so she can order 2 days a week because I only give them 1 day a week's worth of money. And Kate only orders 1 day a week and has $2 left, and she gets her $2 and puts it in her savings jar. It's so funny how kids are different. Okay, RV renovation and organizing. We spent a good bit of this already at Home Depot yesterday, so there's $34 left of this. 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you just have to go shopping when you get all your money on your way home, especially when you live so far from stores like we do. Okay, next is my niece's wedding. Now I told you that we stopped several of our sinking funds during our move. That way we had more money available in our monthly budget. So this is one that we stopped, so I'm trying to catch this one up. It's now $261. So 2, 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, and 1. 261. Okay. Life insurance, we've got that coming up soon. So we've got 104. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, next is birthdays. That was another one that we paused. So 20, 40, 60, 80 to catch that one up. One of our girls' birthdays is in October, so that's going to be used a good bit. All right, Christmas is 149, 20, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, now Halloween, we are finishing this envelope this pay period. And who knows if we're actually going to get to do it or not. But $10 is going in here. And that is this envelope all done and ready for Halloween. Then we have, I have a space for RV repairs here, but we actually had to call in the RV repairman this time, so I'm not putting cash in this envelope because we already had an expense for that earlier in the month. And then car repairs is $100. And then our Disney cruise, we're catching that up. So we're saving for a Disney cruise, and it's going to probably take us 10 years at this rate, but you know, we're saving. So it's $68 here. 20, 40, 60, 5, 6, 7. I knew I was going to do this. I knew I was going to have a one that stuck together. Okay, I'll find another one that got stuck together in this stack of stuff, and I'll throw it in my Disney cruise envelope. Now, what else you see on this list is Sophias Medical. So we've got $900 going into Sophias Medical Fund, and hers is kept in a separate bank account. Because like I said, we have to buy plane tickets and hotel and all of that kind of stuff for her surgery coming up in October. And we have that expense every 3 months. And then our payroll taxes that we are not spending because it is not free money. That way we don't have a short budget amount coming out in January. So we have a huge 5,000 subscriber giveaway today. I have 1,049 envelopes in my inventory that I have already made to sell on my Etsy shop. I decided to bless as many people as possible with the available inventory that I have. There'll be 20 first prize winners, 40 second prize winners, and 40 third prize winners. Okay, so here's what you're gonna win. All right, this is an example of what a first prize is going to look like. You'll have 15 random cash envelopes, and when I say random, I mean totally random. A budget sticker or a tracking sticker. It most likely will not be this one, but there will be some type of savings tracker sticker or a budget sticker, something that I have in my inventory. Then you'll get a cash breakdown that also has your tally sheet for your bills on the back, a bag to keep all of your envelopes in, and a set of labels for your envelopes. This is an example of what second prize will be. You will get 12 laminated cash envelopes and a cash breakdown sticker that has your tally sheet on the back. The envelopes are going to be chosen completely at random, so hopefully you will get a lot of them that you can use. Last but not least, third prize is 6 laminated cash envelopes and a dry erase cash budget breakdown. All right, I will have all of the information in the description box below, but how you enter the giveaway. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, leave me a question in the comment box below. Anything you want to know about budgeting, about our family, about our lifestyle, something that you have just been dying to know. I'm working on compiling a few Q&A videos, and so that will really help me out with content. And send me an email with your shipping address to ludgiveaway@gmail.com. I will not keep your email address, and I will not sell it. I will not keep your physical address, and I also will not sell it. I hate that. But I have found when I've done giveaways before, I have a really hard time getting the things that people have won to them. So that's why I'm asking you to go ahead and send me your physical address. The drawing is going to be open until Saturday, October the 3rd at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. Give me a day or so to compile everybody's names, and then I'll do a live drawing for all 100 winners on Monday, October the 5th at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 Central. All right, everybody, that's it. I hope you enjoyed kind of how we lay out our budget a month in advance and all of our September's cash stuffing. Thank you so much for all of your support. I am incredibly grateful for all 5,000 subscribers that we have and every new one that we're going to get in the future. Every single one of you are a blessing to our family. Good luck, everybody. I hope this is a blessing to as many of you as possible. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. I've literally been trying to film this video for the last 3 hours. And this is what I keep hearing.
Mommy!
Huh? Send me your... Stop tapping.
Mama!
Go away.